Yo, what's up? How you doing, everybody? Listen, I want to come at you correct, okay? I have not been honest with you, and I apologize because I didn't know how to be honest with you. That person you knew, that ain't me, okay? That ain't me. That was the role I played for you, boo boo. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, life has institutionalized me. The military has institutionalized me. Religion has institutionalized me. College has institutionalized me. Okay? So the thoughts that I have and feelings that I have, they weren't mine. No, they weren't. I was programmed. Yeah, I was programmed with a mindset that doesn't belong to me. And that's what happens when you spend long times in organizations that are that you are obligated to. It's a secrecy. It's an organization. It's a cult. It's a brotherhood. It's all of those things, right? The military. That's what I'm speaking on, right? So, with this institutional mindset, it studs the growth of personal development, right? Well, that's what life does. So that's that paradigm, right? That's that fancy word for mindset. Yeah, your mom and dad created your mindset. They put your religion in you. They gave you your habits. They gave you the way you speak. They taught you how to speak the language that you speak. They put all those things into you to make you who you are. And then you went to school and they put some more stuff into you. And then you went to school and they put some more stuff into you. And then you got a job and then they force more stuff into you so you can be a part of the team, right? Well, I've been a part of somebody's team all the time, and now I'm not a part of really of a team. I'm a veteran, and now I'm part of a veteran team, I guess. Yeah, I'm part of a veteran team, but that's a whole new team to get used to, bruh. Yo, I don't even really like. I'm not really into people, and you know me, right? Because y'all my family. If y'all my real family, y'all know I'm not really a people person. I am not. I'm a very isolated individual, okay? Because I have trust issues. I've had them for a very long time. That's why I don't really have any close friends or people that I can confide in. It's been that way all my life. I've been 27 years in the military. I don't have an ace boom cone. I don't have a roadie. I don't have my confidant. I don't have my wingman. I don't have a wingman. There's nobody. I got both wings like a chicken, right? I ain't got no feathers right now because I'm tired. 50, I'm 56 years old, and my feathers then fell off my wings after 27 years flying with the Air Force. I'm an eagle, but I'm a retired eagle, right? With my honor and glory and integrity and excellence, all that's instilled into me. But what happened? What happens when you're not a part of that no more? You have to develop yourself, and you have to find out who you are, what makes you happy, and have your own ideas. Say when you're military, you can't protest. You can't share your opinions with anyone else because your ideas belong with the military. So now it's like, okay, now I'm out. What am I going to stand for? What am I going to stand for? What am I going to protest for? What am I going to get into this country and do to make a voice to try to help any way I can? Because we can't say we're not going. I'm not going to give up trying to make a difference because one person can make a difference, right? You can shed the light on someone, and that one person can change the world. Like if somebody talked to Martin Luther King, and all of a sudden now he is a civil rights activist because somebody put something in him, right? A thought, a voice, an opinion, right? So we need to be able to continue to put these positive voices and opinions into our young people because they're going through a hard time. We always talking shit about our young people, talking about they ain't smart, they don't want to pay attention, they selfish, they young, they their attention span is short, they don't have no no goals, they want everything for themselves. We created that. So don't be mad at it. You created these monsters, okay? We did that. So at this point, we got to do the best we can to take care of ourselves because they're not going to be here to take care of us. That's not the priority. That's not what we put inside of them is to look out for us. No, technology showed them how to take care of themselves. We put the computers in their hands. Remember when you went to work and your kid had the video games? When you were watching TV and drinking and partying and stuff, and the kids were back taking care of themselves? Yeah, we did that. Yeah, that's what we did in the military. The kids had a playroom. We all paid attention to the kids. Everybody go take turns checking on the kids. Yeah, because they were taking care of themselves. Remember those days? I do. I do. There weren't books. There were video games. Video games influenced the world. These video games are hurting their young minds. Their minds are not able to develop properly because this technology is too advanced for a child's mind. They can't even be children anymore, right? So at this time, we have to learn how to be children because I'm not going to continue to be in this institutional mind and not be able to learn how to have fun because I've never been really a fun person. Um, I, I have my own thing that's fun, but that ain't even really fun either. That's just a way to get away from everything else. It's a mental vacation, but it's time to actually vacate and be able to enjoy all these different countries and states and cities that I visited as a military person but never enjoyed. And this is the opportunity to do that. Another thing that I'm going to be doing and is coming out of my comfort zone. So if anyone knows me, I'm a very kind of like stoic person. If you really get to know me, I can loosen up and we can have a ball and our bellies can be hurting. But there's only a certain group of people who know me like that. But I want to be that with everyone, that person. So it's hard for me to get out of my shell. I have to continue to pull layers down to build trust and to bring people into my circle, into my life, and to build relationships. That's difficult for me, but I'm working on it. So one thing that you will be seeing is that I will be speaking out to people more often. I went to the VA hospital today, Baltimore VA, and I told myself as soon as I interact with people, I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to just start talking. And that's exactly what I did. So as soon as I got in the VA hospital, I started talking to a, a set of gentlemen who was waiting for the bus to pick them up. It was a older white guy and it was two older black guys, and I come in. I was like, "Hey, good morning. What's going on? How's everybody doing?" And everybody, I think the guy to the left, the black guy, kind of looks at me. He's like, "Hey, good morning." And then the white guy, he ain't saying nothing. We had eye contact, and he kind of looked forward. And then the older guy in front of me, I think he was just listening to what was going on, right? So I looked at the guy that interacted with me. I was like, what is it that people just can't say good morning no more? Like, what is it? Like, we're all human. We all bleed. We all breathe. Like, we're all human. Like, why can't we say good morning and have a conversation with people and share some of this positive energy? Life is rough out here in Bmore. Like, we need to enjoy. We are brothers and sisters of the armed forces. You're my brother. Like, I want to know how you doing. Thank you for your service, sir. Like, thank you for being here. You didn't have you might not have been here. Like, something could have happened to you. You're chosen to be here and share this moment in this beautiful VA hospital. Like, what's up? And then I just started talking, and me and the other guy, he was a black guy, and he was talking about we were talking about guns. We were talking about how he carries guns, and he didn't trust his grandkids coming to his house because they were gangsters. They were little kids with masks on, and I mean, he told me this video that he saw from one of his grandkids. One of his grandkids say, "Hey, Pop, look at this video." He's like, "Man, I ain't trying to look at that video." He's like, "No, Pop, you need to see this because your grandkids is in this video." He said he looked at the video, and it was a group of young youth, and they had masks on, and they had these little play guns, and they was acting like gangsters in this video, whatever. He says at the end of the video, they took the video off, and they were all his grandkids, like all six or seven of them. He says, "I'm not letting them in my house." He was like, "Hell no." He says, "People think I'm crazy because I don't want them in my house." He says, "No." He said, "They not coming. They're my grandkids, but they ain't never coming to my house." And I said, "Well, now I know why." Like hearing people's stories. He was talking about when he was a part of the Black Panthers and how important guns were at that point and self-protection when he lived down in the South, and when the white folks were calling him the N-word, and he went to go get his gun and said, "Now come say it." His wife said he was crazy. He says, "But I have to fight for what's mine," and I definitely believe that. I believe in protecting your own. I believe in the right to bear arms and all those things. I do. That's what we're supposed to do. Protect what's yours. But off that subject, so we're into conversing here. So that's the conversation where we're talking about that. So the white guy, so he kind of like says something. I said, "Excuse me." So he kind of took his chair and he was sitting in front of me and he kind of shifts his chair over so he can look at me without turning his head. He says, "So you're in the service? You were in the service?" I said, "Yes, sir. I am a veteran. That's why I'm in the VA hospital, sir." He was like, "Oh, um, so how many years you got?" I said, 27. He said, "What?" I said, 27 years, sir. He looked at me. He said, 27 years. He was like, "You look like you're barely 27 years yourself." I was like, "Yeah, well, I put in 27 and I just turned 56 last month." He was like, "Oh my God, you don't even look like." I said, "Yeah, well, I did it. I'm 56. It's a blessing from God, and I did my 27." He said, "Yeah, well, what branch?" I said, "Air." He was like, "Okay." I felt like at that point, he's accepted me. He thought I was a joke. He thought I was playing some game, like I was some young, crazy, silly youth just trying to get some attention. Nah, bro, I did my time, right? So now he wants to interact. I guess I've proven to him that I'm qualified, to be in his talking game. So now I'm interacting with this other guy because he act like he ain't want to talk to me no more because I guess he's just processing, that I did 27 years and I'm 56 and I look as good as I do. So then he want to start engaging in conversation and he wants to talk about the facility and everything. So at a point now he's really engaged. He wants to talk to me. I guess I proved something to him. Why do I have to prove myself to someone in order for me to feel like you now you can talk to me? But then it felt like he ain't want to leave. Then he's like, "Oh well, now I gotta go catch the bus." I was like, "All right, nice talking to you, sir. Have a good day. Thanks for serving." You know, and he keep moving. And everybody I engaged with, I spoke with the lady walking to the VA. Beautiful, beautiful, thick black African woman. Her hair had her little wig on. She was looking good. Her makeup looking sweet. She was looking real good, and she had her scrubs on. And I saw her coming behind me. And in Beatmore, you really don't want to be by yourself. So I was glad she was with me. So we walked, we were like 2 blocks, maybe 3 blocks from the hospital. So when I saw her, I was like, "Girl, you look so good. I love your hair. Your makeup is flawless. Like, you looking real good today. And your energy is very vibrant." She was like, "Oh, for real?" I was like, "Listen," she says, "You too. You look good too." And I was like, we really need to pay more attention to each other and give each other compliments. I said, because as black women, and as women, period, we're always fighting against each other and competing and trying to talk each other down. Like, I want to lift you up because you're looking real good. And then I heard her African accent and she was talking about, "Well, you look good too. And how'd you stay so skinny?" And I was telling her not stressing, and taking care of myself, 27 years in the fitness industry with the military, and then she was talking about her life and her stuff. She was talking about Africa. And I told her I wanted to go visit, and I knew my girl Divina was down there, and I wanted to try to get up there before Divina leaves. She was like, "Yeah, you need to go." We were talking about, the vibes and the energy of being in the motherland. Like, yeah, I'm going. I'm going. Hell yeah, I'm going. Divina, don't leave me. I'm gonna try to be there real soon. I just got so much to do here. I'm gonna make it happen though. Don't leave too soon, Divina. All right. So anyway, yeah. So that was a really blessing, and we were talking and it was like we were engaging so much, like we didn't want to stop talking, like we kind of like delayed our departure from each other. So she had to go to work and I went down. So I just give her my business card. So my business card is who I am. I'm going to buy a case of books. I'm going to put my books in the back of my car and start selling my books and just telling my story. For those of you who don't know my book, Memoirs of a Fatherless Philly Girl by Shania Centauri. Because if you don't know me, you ain't going to never know me, right? You know the old school song. So the true real me, well, that part was developed in that book, right? The first 20 years of my life, and the next book is coming out. But I want to be able to publish this because it's still focusing on everything who I was before is who I am now. But I'm not satisfied. I need more. I need more. I'm saddable me, right? Because I am unsatisfied with this person that I am. There's so much more inside of me that needs to come out, and it has been smothered. It has been very quiet. The mouth has been closed. The energy has been studded. The growth has been studded. Like it's time to burst with the colorful person that I am. And that is the evolution that I'm going to be going through. And I'm going to share this moment with you because somebody needs to hear it and stop acting like they don't. Like, what did they say? World War Three, right? Okay, what you gonna do about it? Nothing. Enjoy your best life because I don't have a world war. This is my world of peace, and I'm gonna enjoy the world and everything that I saw when I was on those planes through the military. I had some beautiful sights and met some wonderful people, and I have names and numbers and I'm tracking them down, and we're going to have some fun memories and make some new memories together. So if you want to take that road trip, you got somewhere to go, you don't want to do it by yourself, and you know me or want to even get to know me or even want to explore to get to know yourself, let's take a trip. Let's see if we can even manage to adjust to each other. Let's become friends. Let's get to know each other if you want to take that road trip. But if not, I want you to know who I am because this is a new person and somebody needs to find out who they are as well. The struggle is real. All right? And I'm going to take you on this journey as I fold my socks. Okay? This is how we do it. Yes, my t-shirts. Yeah. I'm still military style. That's never going to go away. My socks here. Yeah, we don't do balls. That stretches the elastic. Okay, we don't do sock balls. Sock balls, no. No sock balls. What are these? Sock sandwiches. Sock sandwiches. That's what we do. So, listen, I'm going to finish my laundry and we'll be back later when I talk about my next adventure of coming out of myself to find this new person that I am. Create this new person. All right.